Hey everybody, welcome back to the Black and White Podcast again. I'm your host as always, Valyantt Coleman. I'm here with my friend from college. His name is
Skylar. Hello.
We recorded the podcast episode. We were about 12 minutes in, and then we realized that the microphone was muted.
Yeah.
So we're kind of starting over. But yeah, introduce yourself again.
Okay, so hello everybody. My name is Skylar, or I have a channel as Skylar V, and yeah.
Yeah, he should be in the title. You should be able to just click on that and go to him. Definitely check him out. We kind of already got into the flow of conversation, so it's kind of hard to backtrack on that.
Yeah.
But basically, we talked about why the channel is called the Black and White Podcast. It's called the Black and White Podcast because originally the two people, me and Garrett, who were doing it, I have a light complexion, but I consider myself colored ethnicity-wise. So it was like black and white for me and him, and then black and white for the sake of like an argument, because people are like, it's my way or your way. It's me versus you, so it's black and white. There's no gray area.
Alex
There's
Jones.
that, and then my channel colors are black and white.
Yeah. What's it called? Definitely. Next podcast, if we get 3 people, we can bring Garrett.
Yeah,
Garrett should
I gotta
definitely
get
be
him
on
a
here.
microphone to use. Me and him are in person right now. He's
Yeah.
in my room. He was very gracious enough to drive like an hour all the way here for this.
It's not that bad. Not that bad.
I mean, to me that would be torture. That's a hard. I treat others the way you want to be treated. That's very strong in me. And if you asked me to drive an hour to your house for something, I'd be like, dang it. I'd still do it for you, especially now. But,
shoot, what was I gonna say? I lost what I was gonna say. I lost my thought process.
well, you got a camera, right? Let's rehash that real quick.
Okay, yeah, so I did just recently buy a camera, and I was telling Valyantt that it was a lot of money, and what's it called? Is it recording?
That's good.
Okay.
I'm just checking out a little bit.
I did recently just buy a camera, and I was telling Valyantt that I used my FAFSA money for my school refund for that camera, and my pockets are hurting. But that's about it.
Tell them how much you spent on that.
I spent $1,600
on a camera.
on the camera.
Is that
yeah.
a red? Is that a cinema red camera?
No, it's a
Because we
Canon.
originally when we were talking about that, we kind of just went past that. I wanted to ask you what's the camera like? Why is it so expensive?
So it's a Canon EOS Rebel TI8, and it's the camera itself. The body is only like $700, $800, and then the lens is like a good $100, and then you need the microphone, you need the tripod, you need all the accessories that goes to the camera, like the camera bag, batteries. So I
you
kind
have
of
the whole crew with it. You got the whole kit. Okay.
yeah.
I get
So
it now.
basically, I kind of bought everything separately and just added it up together, and that was what made the $1,600. But for the camera itself, it's probably about $1,000, and then the rest of the accessories I got is about $600.
Dude, lenses are so expensive.
Yeah, lenses are
Kill me.
crazy.
I have a couple of things in my Amazon shopping like wish list that I'm gonna buy eventually. It's like where I keep everything I'm saving up for. I got a wide lens. I really want, because I really want vlogs to be wide. I want to be able
so
to
you can see everything.
Yeah, I really like. It also makes it look more cinematic.
Yeah.
Previously, what we learned in class.
Yep.
Yeah. If it wasn't clear, we're both in college right now.
And we're majored.
Yeah, I met him in our my film production class.
Sin 1, cinematography.
We kind of got along a little bit in conversation, and we talked about YouTube channels, and then eventually we were like, we should collab, man.
Yeah.
And usually that never goes anywhere, but I talked him into coming here and doing this, so.
Yep. And then I'm gonna make a video on my channel with Valyantt, and hopefully it's some funny moments on Siege or something.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But you asked me, but how did you get started on YouTube? How old are you?
I'm currently 19 years old. I started YouTube when I was 12, or I was in 6th grade going into 7th grade, and it was like that summer. And I wanted to say I was 12 at that time. And ever since then, I kind of just stuck with it. And yeah, I might not post as much now because I've been so busy, or just losing motivation for the channel, or not for the channel, but for uploading videos, editing
Also, video
videos.
ideas are hard.
They are. They
so hard.
freaking are.
Especially when you want to upload content consistently, like good quality.
Yeah, I don't know how people do daily uploads. That's just.
I used to.
Yeah, I mean, I used to too, but like it wasn't for a long.
It wasn't
period
good
of time.
videos. I'll tell you that much. It was just like 3, 5, 7, 10-minute Fortnite videos.
Yeah, I used to do a bunch of Fortnite videos whenever I was in my prime.
Yeah. Did I tell you that like my max number of videos on my channel
No.
Ever tell you that? So I have about a little over 600 videos in total on my channel, I believe.
Dang.
All fully edited, all fully pushed out. I mean, some of them are like 3 minutes,
Yeah.
but still 600. And then recently I went back and I kind of marked an off point
Mm-hmm.
in my content on my content page on the YouTube Studio, and I went through and privated all of them. So my oldest video, as of now, that people could see, I believe, is when I did the first Spider-Man playthrough.
Yeah.
If I did everything correctly and I checked it has something hasn't been changed. Um, and as of today, it's October 1st as of the recording of this session, so that dates the video. But so I got rid of all of them, and I
Yeah.
believe I'm like at 200 now, or maybe 100 something. So I've gotten rid of like 70%
Yeah, what's it
of my
called?
videos.
Usually I do. I mean, I actually, whenever I first started, I just kind of kept all my videos up.
Mm-hmm.
Even live streams, I kept them up and left them as
Live
public.
streams is hard for me to
I
keep
know.
up.
What's it called?
Most of them I just delete right away.
Yeah. So how I usually do it is, if I ever do private a video, I haven't privated any of like my actual videos, but my live streams. There was one point in time during COVID, I was like, you know what? Let me just delete all my live streams because they're pointless. Like, they're live streams. No one's gonna go watch them anymore, and that's where I messed up because I should have unlisted them instead of deleting them because I lost a lot of watch time from that.
Yeah.
But definitely privating or
I've always
unlisting
wondered
videos,
that if you lose the watch time if you delete the video.
You do.
You do? Well, I got rid of them mainly because I was experiencing getting subscribers
Yeah.
and then immediately losing them.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I was trying to erase what was causing that. And after a lot of thinking, and I thought that maybe, also through experience, was people were seeing my newer videos, subscribing to me because of that, leaving nice comments, like, this is a good video.
Mm-hmm.
Like, subscribe, and then later on, they're on their homepage or suggested page, they see another video of mine,
Yeah.
and they're like, oh, what's this? Click, and it's like 12-year-old squeaker me playing Fortnite, and they're like, what? I didn't subscribe to this, and they keep
guy's
seeing my
trash.
videos, and it's mostly that, so they're like, okay, unsubscribe. So I think that was what's happening, because
Yeah.
there was like a point where I was gaining 10,
Yeah.
losing 7, gaining 4, losing 2,
Yeah.
gaining 5, losing 10. It was like, what?
It's very fluctuating.
Yeah, it was fluctuating way too much for such a small channel.
Yeah.
So I was just really confused, and ever since I did that, it stopped.
That's good.
I've lost 1.
Yeah.
But it wasn't nearly as much. So I genuinely think maybe I solved the problem.
Yeah.
So that's
good.
why I got rid of them.
Realizing your problems before leading it into more bigger mistakes.
I think if I got popular, I would, air quotes popular, I think I would go back and undo it so people could see my growth.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that would also kind of be endearing
Yeah.
to some people, especially if they start caring about my character.
Yeah, I would definitely leave like your first video.
Yeah.
And then probably like
God, I hate my first
midway.
video.
What was your first video about?
Okay, my first, because I switched between 3 channels.
Uh-huh.
It was on my father's YouTube account when I first started, when I was uploading Lego stop motion videos from my 3DS, which was already, I always go the hassling of, I always do like the long road when it comes to making videos. So I would use my 3DS to make it, take the SD card out of 3DS, put it on the computer and all that.
Yeah.
But then I eventually made my own account, and then eventually I made another account, and then I made that one Resurrected Gaming, which is now Valyantt.
Yep.
And that's the one I've been on for the majority of my YouTube career.
How many years?
I do not know. I believe 2017.
2017. So that's about 6 years.
I think that's this one. I wouldn't confirm that. You can always check yourself on my channel page, but I think it's 17 or 16.
Yeah.
But I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about?
You're talking about taking the long route on making videos.
Oh, my first video on this channel that I didn't delete. I think it's still the first one, and it's privated now. But it was there was an app, because I was recording it originally. I was recording video games on my dad's phone.
Yep.
Because I didn't have a console. I just wanted to make videos.
So what was your first console?
360. I got to play 30 minutes a day. So I never recorded on the 60. The first time I recorded on an actual console was the PS4.
PS4 Shy Factory edited.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it was like combat sniper Modern Sniper Combat, something like that.
Yeah.
It was like one of those sniper games where you like snipe and then the bullet, the camera follows the bullet.
Oh, you're
and
talking about Sniper
someone.
Elite?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But then you could go down and actually like shoot people after that.
Yeah.
So I did that, and dude, my voice.
Yeah.
I'll show it to you if you want after this. My voice is like so high, and
Puberty didn't hit yet.
Yeah, the reason I privated it mainly is because so many people used that to make fun of me. And it's like, it's fine. I've been made fun of a lot, so I have a tolerance to it. But it was something about that video in particular. I was just like, I just don't want to hear my voice. Like, just please stop telling me to hear it. Like, you can call me dumb, you can make fun of my voice, just don't make me hear it.
Yeah, what's it called? I have on my channel, my voice especially, but I have a lot of friends that are on my channel. Like, my close friends is Isaac and Xavier. Now they have super deep voices, but whenever I look back on my old videos, like my Fortnite videos, Xavier's voice was super high. Like, it's crazy how puberty really can affect your Adam's apple.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Definitely, bro. We all can't be this deep.
Right. So,
Your point?
I don't know what my point was, so that was it.
No, I don't have that big of a neck, as you can see. So it's always been a problem because it's like neck fat. It's like when I turn.
Yeah.
I get that.
Would you ever try mewing?
I've looked into mewing. It actually, there's actually no. It doesn't actually benefit your.
Yeah,
It doesn't do anything.
I've just seen a lot of people on TikTok recently
Yeah.
be like, try mewing. You'll affect your jawline.
I mean, but like, look. I mean, the viewers can't look, but like, see my side of my chin.
Yeah. Yep.
It's not that big of a difference. And I'm not that worried about it. It would go away with losing weight as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, but my neck not being that big, you don't really see my Adam's apple. And I wonder if like the longer your neck is, if that has a play.
Yeah, because some
like
people have
with
really
deep voice
sharp.
have usually
Yeah.
pretty long necks. I see. Are just not very short necks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least in my experience with people of like Batman's origin.
Yeah, definitely. What's it called? I feel like have you ever seen Long Neck?
Long neck? What's that?
Long Neck, the guy, the meme. He's like.
Have I seen a giraffe? I've
No,
seen a giraffe. We
he's
can talk about a
super.
giraffe.
He's like super skinny and everything, and he has a deformity where his neck
like
is
super thick.
super long.
Oh, super long.
But there's also a bit wide neck too. There's
I've seen wide neck. I think I know what you're talking about because they've like collabed. And
Yeah,
stuff.
they actually have collabed.
And the guy who make his eyes pop out of his head.
Yep.
Okay, I know you're talking about now.
Yeah. I don't know where I was going with that.
Okay,
I was
go
just saying. I was just saying you knew where he was.
Yes, I know who he is. But if you could, what could you not live without your body?
Without my body,
Yeah.
I feel like I could really live without. Shoot, I'm really looking at my body right now.
Did I say couldn't live without or could live without?
Couldn't.
Couldn't
Oh,
live without. Yeah.
Oh, my big toe.
Your big toe.
Yeah, because, like, I feel like if you're running, especially if you lose one of your big toes, that's a lot of your balance that's gone.
Yeah.
So your run's going to be really weird. Like, it'll be like...
Also not as fast.
Yeah, flailing like a little deer.
I think if I lost a limb, like any limb, leg, arm, I think that would be a very hard thing for me to go through.
What limb would you rather lose?
Like an arm or a leg? I think I'd rather lose... an arm.
Really? How you gonna edit?
Hmm?
How you gonna edit?
Well, that would have to all be changed. Editing is the least of my worries.
Yeah.
How am I gonna drive? How am I gonna like use my phone? How am I gonna play games? That'd be like a more higher priority.
What arm would you lose?
I'd lose my left.
Your left?
So, because I mean, predominantly right. So, wouldn't make any. It would. I don't get what would be the purpose of choosing your right arm.
Yeah.
But just because your legs, you need to get around, and like with an arm, I feel like I'm still mobile. Like you've seen people. I saw a boxer.
Yeah.
Who has like a nub? He's like basically down his elbow. He still put a glove on that, and then a glove on his arm, and still beat the guy in a fight. Like you're still like formidable. You're still useful. You're still, not to say people without legs aren't useful, but there is a degree of, you lose a leg, you lose mobility, you lose a lot more than I feel like you lose an arm.
Yeah. How if you were to lose your arm, how much would you want to lose? Like, obviously you said nub, from like the elbow up.
I would rather. I mean, I'm saying, me, when I was thinking arm, I meant like shoulder,
whole,
just the whole
yeah,
arm.
the
Like,
whole
your
arm.
arm is just gone.
I got you.
Like your shoulder stops.
Okay.
Like an action figure if you take off their arm.
Yeah. Yep.
So
That's one way to put it.
So what would you rather lose, an arm or a leg?
I think I would rather lose a leg. It really just depends on like, cause like.
See, black and white.
Yeah.
Different arguments here. Go ahead.
Because the reason why I would rather lose a leg is like I'd still be able to do what I had to do. Like if I was to choose what leg I would want to lose, it would probably be my left leg. Because then I could also still drive with my right and everything.
Unless it's a clutch.
Yeah, you're right. I can't drive standard.
No stick shift for you, but
no standards. But I mean, I'd still be able to like, if I wanted to keep pursuing YouTube, I could still.
You can do that with one arm.
You can use it with one arm, but like still like.
You see me earlier?
Yeah,
I just gotta get really good with it.
Imagine trying to play Rainbow Six Siege with one hand. That's.
I mean, have you seen people who do that with like a mouth?
Yeah,
like
some people use a mouth
or stuff like that.
Yeah, but like imagine putting a control in your mouth. Like you're not gonna get the same effect as using two hands.
Yeah, obviously.
I
mean, but I don't know. I've seen some of those people who use those kind of like I don't know the proper way to call those controllers, but handicap controllers.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And they are better than me in most games. I mean, so I don't know. I wouldn't crap on them like that.
There's this one Twitch streamer. He doesn't have any arms, and he uses his mouth to play games. And I think he was cracking 90s on Fortnite. So
cracking 90s, bro. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because I've seen clips of him, and I the first time I saw him, I was like, dude, imagine getting like just one pumped and like just absolutely destroyed by a guy with no arms.
Yep, that's.
Like, you have no excuse at that point. You have to admit you're bad.
You're just trash. Dog water.
You have to admit you're bad. You just have to admit he's way better than you.
Definitely.
But yeah. It's all... Vague question.
Mm-hmm.
I have two vague questions. Okay. Now, since we're on the topic of, like, losing things.
Okay.
What sense would you rather lose?
Sense?
Like, what's your... I'll say this. What's your most important sense to you? Like, one you never want to lose?
My vision. I have pretty good vision. What's it called? I feel like that's just one thing that is very important because people need to see. I mean, obviously, if I was blind, I wouldn't be able to see. But
that is how that works.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah. If it wasn't my vision though, I would probably want to lose my sense, cause like.
Like smelling?
Yeah, smelling.
Oh, yeah. I think that's what most people.
Yeah, a lot of people lost their sense of smell during COVID.
I mean, I've never had a very strong sense of smell.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure it's because of all the allergies I've had growing up.
Yeah.
I think it's just genuinely deteriorated my sense of smell somehow. I don't know how it works, but I'm just guessing because I really don't smell that much. Like, I've seen TikToks of people saying what it's like walking down your hallway of your house, and all of a sudden you get a scent that brings you back to a childhood memory. Like, I have never experienced anything like that.
I don't think I've ever experienced that in my hallway. But...
Well, I just made up a random scenario.
Yeah.
And then people saying like, someone walked past you in the park and their scent is nice, so you find them attractive.
Yeah.
Which I know that's actually like an actual thing. Like
perfume.
But not even perfume. Your actual like natural odor.
Yeah.
Like there's a belief,
pheromones.
Yeah, pheromones. Like there's a belief that if someone smells their natural pheromones smell good to you,
yep.
then you're genetically compatible.
Yep.
And stuff like that. But I never experienced that. Obviously, I smell things, but they have to be very strong, like burnt cookies or burning plastic, or someone's armpit like an inch away from my nose.
Yeah, body odor, man.
Yeah.
What's it called? Yeah, I feel like I mean, it would suck to lose your sense of smell because you wouldn't be able to tell if you're dirty
House
or not.
Is burning.
House is burning down.
I think most people who have smells still can't tell if they're dirty because you get used to your own.
Yeah, what's it called? Or even like if you go over to somebody's house and then they're just dog crap on the floor and everything.
Okay, well, that's true. If you have a dog, that would be kind of a problem. I think that I mean, I definitely have that because my room will smell sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Either it be my laundry that I'm not noticing, or something in the trash can I threw away days ago and I forgot. And my parents come in and they'll tell me, I'm like, oh crap. Okay, then I try to fix it. Like when you came over, I made sure to take out my trash, just because in case something in there was smelling and I didn't know. And also, I have this little Febreze thing over here. I can't smell it, but can you smell this?
No, I can't.
No, smell it.
No, I can't.
You can't smell it?
I mean, I smell it like when it's in my nose, but I don't smell it like in the room.
When I first bought it, it made the room smell so good.
Yeah.
And now I feel like it just doesn't work anymore. Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with it.
The smell of your room is very nostalgic because I used to have a friend. His name was Angel, and his house smelled like this. and it brings back memories. You know.
What does my house smell like?
I don't know how to
Or my
explain it
room
to you.
smells like?
It doesn't smell bad.
Okay, but what is it? Try to explain it. This is interesting.
I don't know how to explain. It smells like a Mexican house.
What the?
like,
Yo, what it smells like seasoning? What does it smell good? Like, what do you mean?
No, my friend Angel, right?
Okay.
Him and I were both Mexican, right? And I'm Mexican.
You are?
I'm mixed with white.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm 50-50. But
What's up, 50-50 gang?
what up, 50-50? But no, his mom, like his mom was very clean, and it just, I don't know, the smell of the house, it just brings the nostalgia, I guess you could say. It doesn't stink or anything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as long as you're saying it doesn't stink, I'll take it.
Okay. Okay.
I'll take it. I mean, with my room, and by the way, if you want to see my room, go check out my horrible room tour video.
Yep.
So you can have a frame of reference. But I'm pretty happy with my room.
Yeah, I like your room.
I've done what I wanted. I wanted it to be mature, but still keeping that sense of like almost
Gamer.
childhood.
Yeah.
Like still a child almost. Like it's mature, but still, I wouldn't say childish, but not too grown up.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot better than my room, in my opinion. What's it called? I mean, I don't decorate like you do. I mean, like you have like figurines, pictures, and then you have your.
I don't know about the posters. The posters make me I'm a little iffy on the posters still. They
But
kind of make
that
me feel
one
a
right
little
there,
bit too
that
much.
picture,
Yeah, that's fire.
that's hard.
That's fire. Like the My Hero one and the Spider-Man one is really like, I like them, but sometimes I'm like, man, I feel like I'm 12 again. And it's a little too much.
I don't think it's too bad.
If I put frames on them, I feel better.
Yeah.
I'll get frames at some point. I
Yeah.
think posters with frames for somehow they're like more dignified.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just better. Like that one is a frame.
Mhm.
You said it's hard.
It's hard.
The frame.
It's the
also
frame.
picture. I mean, I got like a whole Japanese thing over here. I just ended up doing on accident.
Yeah.
Like the sword and the thing and then the boards.
Yeah.
Kind of have like a Japanese style. Kind of happened on accident, but it all came together.
Yep. It works, man. It works.
Yeah, like this teapot in the video. Bought this from a thrift store, this antique thrift store, off of Rockwell. And then later when I got home, I looked underneath it and I realized it said Japan.
Dang.
And I was like, God dang it!
Yeah.
I just keep buying Asian stuff on accident.
What's it called? Yeah. How often you go to thrift stores?
Oh, that was like the first time and only time I've been to that one.
Really?
I haven't gone to a thrift store since I was in. Actually, no, I did go to. I was gonna say Kansas City, but I actually went to one when I went to the men's retreat with my dad, and we were in some really small town in Oklahoma. I can't remember where it was, but I went to a thrift store for fun, just see if I could find any like suit jacket or something that was like interesting, because we were bored and there was like nothing to do there.
Yeah.
And I did get something for like $3. I'll grab it real quick.
Okay.
Talk.
Yeah, my mom, she goes to a bunch of thrift stores, and it's always creepy. I don't know if you believe in paranormal.
I do to a degree.
What's it called? I always feel like there can be something attached, to like
The clothes.
Clothes or like even antiques.
I'm a little more worried about piss and stuff.
Yeah,
That's what I do.
that's cool. I like that jacket. But yeah, definitely. I mean, there's been some times like my mom, she'll buy the most creepiest dolls from the thrift store. I'm like, bro, there's got to be a demonic spirit or something attached
Annabelle?
to it. Yeah.
There's like an Annabelle doll she buys. With my mom. Sorry, mom, if you're listening, but Jesus, man, she just gets furniture.
Yeah.
Like from people who give it away. Like anybody giving away furniture on like
The side of the road.
Side of the road.
My mom does too.
Or mainly on like Facebook friends.
Facebook friends, yeah. My mom, she's not really on Facebook that much. I mean, she'll go on it every now and then, but yeah, she's definitely on it. Always like driving down neighborhoods and just looking at the side of the road.
Oh, she's scoping out for it.
She's like I don't know what's the word.
For me, furniture, bro. I mean, I do want to learn how to restore furniture. That is something I will do one day. I will learn how to like sand it and then flip it almost. But not even just for flipping, for myself.
Yeah, you can
because
learn
there's
a lot.
sometimes where I see really nice furniture on the side of the road. I'm like, oh my god, that is actually fire. And I go and I literally stop and look at it, or I'm walking down the street and I look at it, and I'm like, this is fire.
But it's broken.
But it's just scratched to kingdom come.
Yep.
It's still like intact pretty decently. Maybe it's missing a handle or something, or one like one drawer is broken.
Yeah.
It's always a broken drawer, but it's always scratches in a broken drawer. But it's like, dude, this is still like a really nice piece of furniture.
Yeah.
And honestly, if like you went to a store and bought this brand new, this would be like $700. So I definitely want to do that one day. I want to learn how to like flip, because this one right here, I hate this thing. Like,
I think that's cool.
it's nice, but it's the most pathetic wood ever, dude.
Yeah,
You
it's
see
very
this little
fragile.
piece of tape right here?
Yeah.
It was like peeling. This black crap was peeling off on its own.
Dang.
So I put that tape and they covered it with Sharpie. This wood is absolute crap. And if you come over here, not now, but if you come later and touch this right here, this is like cardboard, bro.
Yeah.
This could like break. I've always been worried about. I'm so surprised I haven't broken.
Did you purchase that, or did your family probably buy it?
My dad did purchase this for me.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they purchased the shelves in this.
That's not
bad. I'm lucky to have amazing parents, but pretty much the majority of what I own, I've bought myself.
Yeah.
The only thing that they buy me is like clothes, food. They did give me the bed, and they did give me these two and that one. They got my basic furniture and my bed.
Yeah.
But everything else I had to get on my own.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate, because it makes me like enjoy them a lot more, for sure.
Definitely.
Except the PlayStation VR.
They got that for you for Christmas?
No, I got that. I just don't enjoy it.
Oh,
It's so expensive, and it hasn't been worth it yet, in my opinion.
You made a
$600
couple VR videos.
I did, and I'm happy with those. But $600.
Yeah.
$600.
It's true.
I just want a sandbox game. I want a game where I can just like go in and do whatever I want.
Yeah.
So many of the Quest has those.
Is Bone Labs not on the PlayStation? No.
I do not believe so. No. And all the first-person shooters they keep releasing, besides Pavlov, are just absolute garbage.
Yeah, Pavlov is goated. I like that game a lot.
You played it?
Yeah, I played it on the Oculus Quest 2. I have it on PC as well.
Have you seen the Quest 3 announcements?
Yes, I've seen
like
the Quest 3.
basically this one now.
Have you seen the? I know you don't have a iPhone, but do you know the Apple Vision Pro? Have you seen it?
Yeah, the augmented reality one in the VR thing.
Oh, bro, $1,000 just for that? I think it's $2,000 actually.
I have no idea. I think it's 1,000.
I don't know, man.
I think it's 1,000.
But yeah, I've seen it. Do you think it's gonna affect our future?
I think augmented reality, I think that'll be a thing at some point to a degree. I don't think that'll be like every household, no deal. But I think once they can make it smaller, like to the point where it could be on glasses, like it's already on glasses, but like the glasses are chunky, and they have like a cord sticking out of them or something like that. The ones I've seen. Once they become like really compact and good, I can see them being a very, very lucrative thing.
Are you scared, or are you more like worried about our future?
I would get nervous once we start augmenting our bodies.
Yeah.
That is when I start being okay. This is getting a little 2077.
Shove a little microchip in your brain.
Yeah, that's a little much. That's a little much. Just me personally. I mean, in the perfect world, if they somehow showed it and like somehow showed how flawless and perfect and no risk, especially to your psyche, there's no risk at all to you in this some perfect world, then obviously okay. But I mean, everything has issues, everything has flaws, and once you start augmenting your own body, then you're starting to be like, okay, we continue down this path. At one point, do we stop? You know what I mean? Like AI and everything like that.
Flip the script, become a robot.
And to a point, honestly, yeah. like what if we start selling limbs that are like, oh, this is.
I mean, you can buy limbs from the black market.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I do think that'll happen, maybe even in the next generation, is I think it's just a risk. Just a guess. Because obviously things are going to change. I think a helmet style is going to become more fashionable to a degree. Because I've seen it a little bit more and more. And that's just something, for some reason, I can see in my head becoming a thing. Because, like, you know what I mean, right? Like glasses that have kind of like a mask connected to them.
Yeah.
Or helmets that have like headphones in the helmet, and they have like shades on at the same time. I've just seen a little bit of those, and I'm like, that could be something I see becoming the future.
Would you wear that as a fit?
If it was comfortable and it did its job, yeah. It looked good too.
Yeah.
I'm not against anything as long as it does its job well.
Yeah.
I think that's a very human thing. I think we appreciate things that do their job specifically.
Yeah.
Like guns and arrows and stuff like that. Like a knife. Everyone thinks a knife is pretty, right? Like most people. Especially if you make it well. Like it has one purpose, to cut things.
Or kill things.
Cut.
Just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
cut things.
I know you
cut
mean.
potatoes, cut a human. Either one.
Either or.
Yeah.
No, there's no in between. Just
You
either
get what
or.
I'm saying, though, right? Like,
yeah, I know what you mean.
The whole aspect of something being made very well for a very specific purpose.
Yep. As long as it's efficient and it does its job, we love it.
Even if it's like a big Minecraft head.
Yep. yeah.
All right, talk to them real quick. I gotta take a piss.
Okay. So while Valyantt's peeing, what's it called? We had a couple questions that we wanted to ask each other. Well, I didn't have any questions. He did, and I actually don't know his password. Yeah, I don't know his password. I was gonna tell the questions to y'all, but yeah, first time at Valyantt's house. Honest opinions, it's pretty cool. I like his room, and if you guys haven't seen his room tour video, I would definitely watch it. Get you guys a little sense of what is in his room, and his family's nice. I think they're pretty cool and everything. His mom, Karen, really cool. But yeah, and that's about it. That was a quick pee.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
I was just talking about the questions that we're gonna ask each other.
What are we gonna ask each other?
The questions on your phone. Oh, you know what I was thinking about too?
What?
What is the deal? Okay, so in your opinion, you know how shampoo brands or shampoo brands, cologne, it doesn't really matter. Just anything dealing with personal hygiene.
Yeah.
Yep. What are your thoughts and opinions? Like, I don't know if you've seen it on Google or not, but if you look up like shampoo for men, it's always like manly, bold, and everything, or like shampoo that looks like oil and everything, like an oil canister. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
Oh, that's funny you say that because one of my body wash containers looks like a liquor bottle.
What are your thoughts on that advertising?
I think it works because that's why I bought it.
Are you for?
Yeah, I was like, that's sick. It's like a like I'm getting. I don't know. I just thought it was funny. Yeah, I'm a sucker for that. I'm a sucker at heart, dude. Like, I'm a sucker for anything.
Would you buy soap that looks like a grenade?
Heck yeah.
Yeah?
Heck yeah. Be in the shower, just, I'll catch a grenade for ya. And just holding my grenade.
Yeah.
Just throwing it at the door. I don't know. It'd be fun. Like, saw this toolbox on TikTok. That was Thor's hammer.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a Thor's hammer, like, down the way it usually is for someone to pick it up.
Yeah. With
the handle sticking upwards. But then you open up the hammer bit, the brick part. And then it's a bunch of tools, and the hammer handle is actually an actual hammer in this little groove where it's supposed to go in the Thor's hammer.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's like you hold it, you put it in, then you close it, and now it's Thor's hammer, but you can put it down and open it, and it's a toolbox.
That's cool.
That's like so sick. That's sick.
So what are your thoughts on using feminine products? Like
they usually smell better.
They do.
They usually smell better, and obviously, I don't think there's ever been a time where I smell a product and I'm like, that smells like a chick. instead of thinking that just smells good.
Yeah.
So with me, I mean, I could use it, and someone could come up to me and say, you smell like a girl, bro. And I'd be like, dang it, okay, whatever, it's fine, I still like it. But same time, that's never happened.
Yeah.
And as long as it smells good, I like it.
Have you ever been complimented about your smell?
Yeah, it was when I started caring about it.
I got you. When was that?
School and church. What I did was one time I did my laundry. This was back when my parents were really on to me about smell, about how stinky I would get and my room would get, with just not taking care of it. But one day I was doing the laundry and I put it in the washing machine. I got the smell good like fabric softener. I just dumped a whole crap ton in there, like way more than I should have. And I was like, I put like 3 cups in there, 3 full cups. I was like, I'm gonna smell good. Screw those guys. And it worked. Like my clothes just wasn't too hard either. It was just really good. And I was walking in school, and these 2 girls that I kind of like barely talked to, like just started talking to me again and more and more. And I was like, what's going on? And then they like leaned in both and started sniffing my clothes. Like, you smell so good today. And after that, I was like, well, shoot, I gotta do this more. What the heck? And then I went to church, and the exact same thing happened with girls and boys. They're like, you smell so good today. And then they were like, what do you put on your clothes? I was like, it worked. And then once I realized we were running out of like fabric softener. Sorry, Mom, for finding out this way. We were running out of fabric softener way quicker. I was like, I kind of feel bad, so I'll stop. I still put a lot more than I should.
Yeah,
but
you want to smell good for ladies.
I want to smell good, period.
Yeah.
But yes, specifically for the ladies.
Yep.
How you ladies? I smell good.
All right.
Skylar smells really good.
Thank you.
No.
What's the next question? What makes you want to be a YouTuber, Valyantt?
Stop asking me my own questions I wrote down for
Dude,
you. So, I'll answer it quickly so you can answer.
Okay.
I was bullied profusely in middle school and elementary school, like to the point where they can make a movie about it. Like I was like one of the most disliked kids in the whole school. I had zero friends. So, coming home from that, and then hopping into my room of my place of peace, which my room is still my place of peace, and then turning on smart TV or whatever I had, my 3DS or whatever I was watching it on originally, playing Stampy Cat. Stampy Cat's Lovely World videos, bro. That was like my jam, dude.
Yeah.
Like I'd be having a horrible day, but if I can go home and hear, "Welcome to our lovely world," I'll be like, a smile on my face, sit on there, eating chicken nuggets off the floor.
Yep.
Be like, that's the life, man. And how much he just helped me, and how much like joy he genuinely brought me, and other YouTubers, but mainly him. Um, it just made me want to do that for other kids, and I immediately was like, "This is good." I had that. I don't know. I thank God I had that self awareness even back then, where I was like, "Man," I realized what he was doing for me, and I was like, "I want to do this for other people."
Yeah.
And that's when I started like, I'm gonna try to make videos, and then the first thing I thought of was, I really like the Lego stop motion. I have Legos. My 3DS has a stop motion filter or stop motion thing, video recording setting. I'm gonna do that. And yeah.
Did you voice over it?
No, I just put music. I can pull up one of them after this.
Oh yeah, I would love to see it.
Yeah, but okay. Why did you start YouTube?
So the main reason, well, I think about it more and more. I really did like you said, there was some YouTubers that really influenced like what made you want to become one. I think for me, I like to watch Gaming Lemon and Vanos Gaming back in the day.
Yeah, I remember you mentioned Gaming Lemon.
Yeah, they were, I don't know, just seeing that you could make people happy and also make a career off of playing video games with your friends can really like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of how I want to word this. It can give you a sense of appreciation, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But definitely, trying to put a smile on other people's faces would definitely be
That's the goal.
the end goal, yeah. Whether or not if you're making money or not, I'd still try to do YouTube on the side if I wasn't making a source of income on YouTube later down the road. But yeah, that's about it.
So, who was your number one influence besides those two?
What's it called? Number one
Is
influence.
Gaming Lemon your number one?
I'd say the Gaming Lemon was my number one.
When did you start watching him? How old are you?
I was probably about 8.
Do you remember one of his what was his favorite video of yours?
My favorite video back in the day was Skate 3. It was one of his funny moments, fun
Not one of
montages.
the GTA ones.
No, I mean, yeah, the GTA 5 ones, he did really have or the GTA 4 ones, whenever he would do mods, he did really do a good job.
He was very unique at the time.
Yeah.
Like he was, his little using the cinematic camera to tell stories as well.
Yep.
As a kid, before I had a PlayStation, I was like, how is he doing those camera shots?
That's
in the
what
game?
I was thinking too.
How is he doing that? Yeah. I think one of the videos I remember was like Hulk versus Iron Man.
Yep.
I think that was one of the ones I remember off the top of my head right now. But his Batman one, I think too.
Mm-hmm. There is a Batman one.
Just like his superhero ones, I thought was funny.
Yeah. It hit hard whenever a lot of the YouTubers that we know, like for example the Gaming Lemon, he came out with one of his videos on like why he hasn't been uploading so much, and it turns out he had depression.
Yeah, he was pretty open about that.
Yeah, so it's crazy to think about like how, every YouTuber is a person too.
Yeah.
Like every celebrity is also a person, and we all face our own battles with mental health or physical disabilities. It's just crazy.
I think he was the first one of the first lessons that I had as a kid of like, people can seem okay when they're not. Because he was like, he was like the most jolly guy in his videos ever. He was like, look at everything,
Definitely.
But when he gets down and he's alone after the camera, clearly he was not happy. I don't think I never saw him open up to literally why.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
I remember pretty early on after he stopped uploading, it was like the 6-month marker, the first time he stopped for a long time. And I think it was Slogan Man, Jelly, and the other guy.
It's one of their videos. It's Quibble Cop, I think.
I think it was one of their videos where they went to his house. And Yeah, Corporal Cop. They went to his house, all three together in a video, and I think they like made a joke about it. Like they interrogated him and they like wrapped him up in a chair.
Yeah, I
It was
know
like,
you're talking
why
about
aren't you
actually.
uploading?
Yeah.
That was like the first time everyone was like, oh, he's actually alive still.
What's it called? What was I gonna say? What are your thoughts and opinions on Cop? You know, how he's trying to make AI. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't. I only want those three I liked was Slogo Man,
Mm-hmm.
and then when Slogo Man kind of started turning his content to really like really young kids.
Yeah, Slogoman was
Yeah,
really good
he
back
was
then.
kind of like a teenager. Even a teenager could watch him back in the day.
Yeah.
But then he kind of like shifted, especially when he shifted to Fortnite. He started really becoming a little bit more like kids YouTuber.
Yeah.
So I just couldn't appreciate him anymore.
Yeah, I didn't really watch Slogoman, Cop, or Jelly like that, but I know Cop now. He's making most of his videos off of AI.
I mean, most of like all of my GTA minigame videos are completely inspired and pretty much copied from them.
Yeah.
Because like GTA runners versus like cars,
Yeah.
like all that, those are classics.
I actually made one of like the runners versus the cars. What's it called on my channel? It was called the Mini Cooper Challenge, and I made it like 2 years ago, 3 years. No, it was probably 4 years ago, and it was just all GTA 5 messing around.
Yeah, pretty much what I do with my GTA videos. How do you feel about face cam for long term?
Like what do you mean?
Like if you were gonna do a let's play of Spider Man, or
Oh,
you're just
having a
playing
face
Rainbow,
cam.
how do you feel about face cam?
For recording videos, I prefer not having a face cam, because I'm. It just, I don't know. It kind of gets in the way of the gameplay, I guess you could say. But like
Like your
live,
focus?
yeah, and like
Yeah, me
my
too.
focus, I'm definitely like more focused on like looking at the like my monitor on the side.
Yeah.
But if I'm gonna be live streaming, definitely a face cam. I would have a face cam during live streams, and whether would I be over a green screen or not, it really just depends. I mean, I prefer face cams doing live only.
We agree then on that.
Yeah.
Because like for me, in videos, I feel like again, I feel like if I was
Unless you're
more
reacting to something.
popular,
Yeah.
yeah, unless you're more popular, like just my Spider-Man playthrough or like something like that, I kind of wouldn't want to use a face cam. But at the same time, I really like face cams as a viewer.
Yeah.
It's like as a content creator, I don't really want to use a face cam. Not that I'm like ugly or anything.
Yeah.
I just don't like it. Like sometimes it gets in the way, and then I'm distracted by it. My focus is now split. Like I can't do rainbow and a face cam. It's so
Yeah.
much. I play a crap. But at the same time, when I'm watching people, say again, a perfect example is a Spider-Man game. Once the Spider-Man game's done and I'm done with it, there's going to be some scene, whatever the climax of the game is or whatever the plot twist is. There's going to be some point where I'm going to look up on YouTube people's reaction to it because I want to see how other people reacted to that part of the game.
Yeah.
And I've done that with other games in the past and shows in the past.
Oh, you do have a good point.
So it's like, well, I want to see other people's reaction. So it's like, is it almost, I think, for lack of a better word, fair for me to be like, no, I don't want to. So it's, if I had an easier way of doing it on the PlayStation, I probably would for the Spider-Man thing.
Yeah, I feel like it definitely
the camera on the
comes down.
PlayStation is so bad.
Yeah, it probably comes down to I guess your sense of style. I know, like for me, my videos mainly revolve around like clips. I guess you could say like funny moments and stuff like that.
Yeah, majority of mine as well.
Yeah, I usually don't make like playthroughs. But if you were to make a playthrough, I guess you're right on seeing your reaction for the viewers.
I just gotta be a little bit more vocal.
Yeah.
Which I already am. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, the first one did okay.
Are you gonna do a playthrough for the new Spider-Man?
That's what I was talking about. Yeah, that's what I was referencing. Yeah, I am. It's gonna be my upload pretty much for all of the later half of October.
Yep.
I might record, big might. I might record a playthrough of Mario Wonder with me and Garrett because we're planning on playing that together.
Mario Wonder is on Switch, right?
Yeah.
How do you record that?
I have a capture card. I have to buy a better one.
What is your capture card?
Where is that sucker? This cheap one I got off Amazon for like $30. I can't remember how much it was.
Huh.
But it's not good. I don't think it's good. I think because when I plug in audio to it, there's like this constant buzz that I can't get rid of.
Oh, you know why?
Why?
So what they call that is called a high pass. Basically, the buzzing For me, what I've experienced is whenever I use my Elgato and like I charge my controller.
Capture card Elgato.
Yeah.
So you have one of that's the one I was gonna get.
Yeah, Elgato's definitely like the new Elgato's HD60X. Really good capture card. You should definitely get it. It also comes with the audio input as well, so you could plug in your mic and you get game audio in there as well. It's just hard using it because you need to have a PC that's functionable. And but basically the high pass with a buzzing sound, it comes from like charging your controller. I don't know what it's like that for that card right there, but for me it was charging my controller, and you just had to turn on a little filter for it.
For me, I had it plugged into the laptop, and obviously into the PlayStation and the monitor.
Yeah.
And the only thing I had plugged in besides that was the headphones.
Yeah.
So I have no idea.
Real clue either.
I mean, that one was cheap anyway, so I'm not expecting it to be amazing. So I think I just need to get a new one.
Yeah.
I was really just doing that to see how possible it was. I did a test stream.
I did see that.
Of the Switch.
Yep.
At one point, so it does work. It's just the buzzing. It's just so annoying because after it gets worse the longer I do it.
Yeah.
It's just so loud sometimes. So it's unignorable. But yeah, now that you have all that camera gear, is the next thing you're gonna do for that camera gear a stabilizer, or are you satisfied with everything you got?
What's it called? Stabilizer? What do you mean? Like
one of those things that you mount your camera to that you can move.
Oh,
and
like
it kind of keeps the camera shaky because my hands shake pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like that's always one thing I hate, especially when I'm recording with the phone.
Yeah.
My hands shake way too much.
Mine does too, honestly. But no, I'm not focusing on a stabilizer right now. I have a handheld tripod. I have two tripods. I have a handheld tripod. How much time we got?
We're good.
Okay.
Just keep going.
I have a handheld tripod, and then I also have a tripod that you just stick up like we have at school, kind of. Mm-hmm. It's more like a travel one though.
Yeah, that's what we have too.
Yeah. But my goal with the camera right now, I'm not looking for a stabilizer. It's called a shoe mount is what I'm looking for. It's basically you stick it on the top of your camera, and you can plug a microphone, and then you can plug an LED light on top of it.
Oh, so just like an extender.
Yeah.
Like
so
a track for a gun.
Yeah, I'm trying to get an LED light for the camera as well because I do want to do exploration videos.
Exploration videos?
Yeah. Like, so there was a point in time on my channel where I did like, for example, I went to this school called Columbus, and oh, that's a good camera, Nikon.
Yep.
I used to have a Nikon too. What's it called?
That's the one where the autofocus is broken. I just handed him a camera.
Actually, I think I do. I don't have this exact camera, but I used to have a camera that's like this. Does it flip? Oh, and it flips too. Dang, it's not bad.
We have two more.
It's pretty good. But yeah. What was I saying? Oh, so
sorry.
No, there was a point in time where I think it was during COVID. Me and my friends, we used to go to like abandoned places. And go explore.
That is really fun.
Yeah. There was this one place.
I love that.
It's called Columbus Elementary School, and it's on my channel. It's not a good video, by any means. But before they tore it down, like this was like 2 months before they tore it down, me and my friends, we got inside the school and we just walked around and everything. We saw a bunch of things, and in the basement it was pitch black, right? And we had to have a flashlight and everything. But I was like, I was still recording all this on my phone. I was like, what if I just had an LED light that would just hook on top of the camera, and then boom, you could see it right there. But yeah.
Yeah, when you mentioned to me in a previous conversation some of the YouTubers you're modernly inspired by. Mm-hmm. You mentioned those two YouTuber guys. What are their names again?
Oh, Sam and Colby.
Yeah, and they kind of do that.
Yeah.
So you were like kind of doing what they were doing, right?
Yeah, I like what Sam and Colby does. Smithy, I like Smithy as well. Have you heard of him?
You showed me. Remember, I looked it up after we talked about it.
Yeah, those are probably my two top influencers right now.
IRL content I think is harder.
It is
in
harder.
Gaming because you have to have something interesting. And for one, I think people crap on Oklahoma for being too boring a little too much.
Yeah.
I feel like Oklahoma, sure, it doesn't have as much as some other states, but there are things to do. You just have to find them.
Yeah.
Like, they're not just going to be out. They're not just going to be on YouTube or, like, something you find easy. You have to look for them.
You also have to take into consideration, like, in Oklahoma, everything is not far from each other, but living in Tuttle, that's, like, 40 minutes from you. And, like, I'm just saying, like, I was doing some research because since I just bought this camera, I do want to go find stuff to go explore, like abandoned places and everything.
Yeah.
There's this one place. It's called it's like something Widow something Bridge, and it's in Guthrie, and that's like an hour from here. But my point is that if you want to get something like if you want to go find something around the city, it's not going to be as simple. You're probably going to have to drive 30 minutes to an hour just to go find something that you're looking for.
I mean, when you're
Tulsa.
looking for a little bit more niche things,
Yeah.
like specific things, yeah, you have to leave the city. But I'm also talking about things in the city.
Yeah, we do have stuff in the city.
Like a lot of people don't know that there's tunnels that you can explore and walk around under downtown.
Yep.
A lot of people don't know we have a Salt Lake. I didn't know we had a Salt Lake for the longest time.
Yep.
I know we had a little desert for the longest time.
Isn't the desert in the Panhandle?
No, it's up in the left, but it's not in the Panhandle.
Okay.
You're in the right direction.
What's it called?
It's a national park.
National Park.
I want to go to the Salt Lakes. I'm either going to go with my father or Garrett. I really want to go see that Salt Lake because I've seen pictures of it. It looks beautiful.
Yeah. What's it called? It's cool. Isn't that in Sulphur or no? Where's that at? The Salt Lake.
It's basically just directly up.
Oh, that's
near the border.
Yeah, I got you.
A little further from the border when you look at the map.
What's it called?
I mean, if you zoom into an Oklahoma map, you'll see it. It's this big old white spot.
Have you ever been to Tulsa?
Yes.
Have you done anything in Tulsa or just
no?
No. I feel like there's a lot more in Tulsa than there is in Oklahoma City.
I feel like there's things. Yeah, there's definitely things in Tulsa. I mean, downtown, there's a lot of stuff you can do downtown alone. I mean, not a lot of stuff you want to do, like, again.
Yeah.
besides, like, bar hopping for people who are into that.
I'm not into that.
But one of the things that just little thing you can do that me and Garrett have been doing, and I've been happy to invite you to one of them, is that we find a restaurant, sometimes a niche one, sometimes a normal one, and we just go try it, like a brand new place we've never been to, neither of us. We kind of usually jump to different ethnic groups.
Yeah.
Like, I think next we're going to try, like, an Indian place. But, like, we've gone to a Thai place, a Japanese place, an Italian place. Like, we've been to a bunch of different places.
Yeah. What's it called? Yeah, whenever it comes with me and my friends, usually, like, so, okay, if you were to say how many friends, like, your closest friends, how many do you have? And what are their names?
We did... I mean, really one, and that's Garrett.
Yeah.
He's like a brother to me.
Yeah.
We've known each other since kindergarten, and we started to really bond in middle school, and then we got closer in high school, and now he's to the point where he's like he's literally a family to me.
I know what you mean.
So it's really hard to compete with that.
Yeah.
With anyone, since I've just had so long to cultivate that relationship with him.
Right.
And that's always been a struggle as well, because, like, I want to make more friends. Obviously, that's why I started talking to you, and I wasn't, like, a shut-in in class.
Right.
I thought I'm always happy to make more friends, but at the same time...
There's friends that you make that are good friends, and there's some that are just...
There's acquaintances.
Yeah.
But most relationships I want are going to be, like, friendships for the long term. I mean, you can take notes about this just knowing about me.
Yeah.
I am... My two biggest qualities as a person in dealing with other people is genuality. And that's not a word, but I'm just using that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Being genuine no matter what. Because, like, one of the best compliments I've ever received was from an old person who I used to play with. His gamer tag was Car Crash. I forgot his real name. I think it was, like, Austin. But I played with him for years until he ended up just ghosting me, sadly. But I was playing with him for years, and one day he was like... I always kind of joked with him. I was like, you should come down to Oklahoma. He lived in Tennessee. I was like, you should come down to Oklahoma so we can see each other. And then eventually I was like, you should come down for my birthday. And he actually did it. With his, I don't know if it was him going down specifically for me or his parents. I think it was like an excuse, if I remember correctly. He was like, I want to go, but her parents just went along with him so it could be like a family trip. But me and Garrett met him downtown. And we just hang out and went around downtown and did stuff. And pretty early on, I realized he was kind of uncomfortable reading his body language and how he was kind of acting different from what he does online. And we were at this crosswalk at a stop sign, and I turned to him. And I'm like, "You good, man? What's wrong?" And he was like, I don't know." And he was like, kind of, I could tell he was like, worried. Yeah. And I was like, "What is it? Are you surprised that I'm not acting any different from like on the game or something?" I said something along those lines, like, and he was like, "Yeah, you act the exact same," and then I like joked about him with it, and then he finally kind of got comfortable, and then we started having fun.
Yeah.
But that was just one of the best compliments I've ever received. He was just like, "Dude, you are the exact same. I expected you to be different. He said that earlier. He was like, I expected you to be very different, or at least not this crazy, or something like that. And I really appreciate that. So genuality, uh, like fake laughs, fake conversations, I despise those. I always try to avoid them. Um, and then there's loyalty, and loyalty is just I could be loyal to a fault almost. Um, Look at my ex. But
Yeah.
but so anytime I make a friendship that I can see it going further than like the setting we're in, like a coworker,
Yep.
or just like a encounter that can happen. Maybe we'll play the game a couple times and then we'll never see each other again.
Yep.
Or a classmate. There's a difference between that and then meeting someone who you're like, yeah, I feel like I can pursue a relationship with you almost, not just a friendship, a relationship. You know what I mean?
Kissing.
Yes, love, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Something besides just like acquaintances.
Yeah. Yeah. As you were saying, adding on to that, my friends, most of my friends I've known, knew, I've known since like elementary. Like for example, Isaac and Xavier, they're both cousins. I met Isaac in kindergarten, and ever since kindergarten we kind of hit it off. And then I met Xavier because I went over to his house a couple times, and then I got this other girl. Her name's Alexis, and we met in middle school, and we've been friends since then. Sorry, I was popping my foot. We've been friends since then, and honestly, those are my closest friends right there. And then I also have like two others. They're brothers, and their name is Josh and Jacob. They also, or Josh has his own channel. He has like 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, yeah. And then Jacob is just his twin brother. That's pretty much my friend group right there.
I mean, if I go one more, I mean, I also have Helmet. We're not really much in like we don't like see each other that much these days, but he's also someone I've been friends with since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Who I could definitely see like I could rely on him. Like I could still like text him anytime, anything like that. But yeah, Garrett's definitely like my number one. And again, he's like there's such a big gap between him and anybody else.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I do not take that for granted. I am very grateful for him. I'm very grateful that I was be able to have a friend for so long.
Yep, definitely.
Which also, if I ever get a woman I want to be my wife, it's gonna be pretty hard to be like, hey man, lady, excuse me, lady,
hey man,
ma'am.
Yeah.
When there's a package deal kind of thing going on, because if you're gonna date me, let alone marry me, you need to get used to Garrett because like he's gonna be around a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how serious he was about this, but he even one day was like, so we're gonna like get houses next to each other when we're old, right? Like our kids will play together, right? I was like, what? That's crazy. I didn't even think of that. But yeah, it's sweet like that.
Yeah, that's
Very
good,
wholesome.
man. That's good. Having a friend that you have that history
Hey,
with.
you're my friend too, though.
No, you're my
We're
friend
friends
too.
now.
Yeah, we are friends. But
It's documented.
I was just saying, like having that person
Yeah.
definitely makes your life a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah. So, do you feel comfortable? I don't know how your friendships work. I didn't hear a number one in yours, or is it kind of like a group?
It's a group.
Okay.
What's it called? I mean, if I was
Come
to
on,
say,
me. Who's your favorite? They're not gonna watch
what's it
this.
called? If I was to say there was a number one,
Oh, for real?
I mean,
Okay.
I don't think there is a number one, but I talk to Xavier the most right now
Okay.
because we always play games together, and then
Is he the one who joined? Was that someone else? The party I was in with you? The old guy? Probably not. But continue.
I don't know who you're talking
You don't
about.
even remember now, so I was
No.
probably not.
But no, Xavier, he's Isaac's cousin, and he's like 16. He's 16, so he's a minor still. But yeah, I say I'm probably closer to him right now. Isaac, he's grown and everything. I'm grown as well, but he doesn't play games as much. He's more of a gym rat now.
Gym rats.
Yeah.
Well, we're running out of time. Thank you so much for tuning into this one. If you listened to it all the way, I appreciate you so much. Definitely go check out Skylar. If you found him interesting. If you guys want him back, make him drive another hour here. Comment or like the video. Not expecting too much, but again, I appreciate you for making it to the end. And you want to say bye?
Thank you, Valyantt, for having me on the Black and White podcast, and I appreciate you for allowing me to come to your house and inviting me and welcoming me. And That's about it.
Thank you for being my first kind of official guest.
No, it's no problem.
Yeah.
It's the least I could do.
Yeah. Bye bye.